Hey y'all, it's your girl Renita, and I'm back with another nail video. Stay tuned to learn how to do polygel slanted tips, slanted marble tips. Okay, let's go. Okay, y'all, so you know the drill. We're gonna start with prepping these nail beds. We're gonna push back the cuticles with a cuticle pusher I got from Amazon. After we've pushed back all those cuticles, we're going to run our e-file over the cuticles just to get up any excess dead skin that may be lingering around. Just depending on your client to the extent that you would go with this, prepping the nail beds. So now we're using the Makartt sanding zebra bits to sand the nail bed a little bit, get all the oils, the dirt, and everything off so we can adhere our polygel. Went in and nipped the cuticles, get the excess dead skin off that you can see sticking up. Now I'm just going in and sizing each finger to put our tips on, because today we are using the BU stiletto tips. We're making a coffin shape though. I just like these tips because they give me a beautiful coffin shape. We are cutting the nail tips to size. We're doing a medium length set. Now we're gonna get that demarcation line out of the tips by following the free edge of the nail tips only. I will not be filing the nail beds in this because you will overfile your client's nails by filing the nail bed and the nail tips. So we're just gently filing those tips. I file the whole tip just so I can see better on filing them to shape. So now we're filing them to a coffin shape, a nice coffin shape. So now that we've got the nail prep done, now we're going to go in with our polygel. Like I said before, we are doing a slanted design. So I will be going in with this gershion in the number 4. I love gershion for the nudes. And I'm flash curing with the mini light. That saves time and save your client doing tedious repetitive things by keep going in and out of the lamp. I'm doing this into a slanted shape, so I'm going to leave the free edge clear for now. Just working all 10 fingers into this nice slanted shape. Try to get it into shape as best as possible. That will cut your time down with filing. Polygel is very forgiving, so you have all the time in the world. All you're doing is I'm using alcohol for my slip. Some people like base coat gel for the slip. I prefer base coat gel when doing the dual firms. But when doing the application like this, I prefer alcohol. Just gonna let y'all go ahead and watch this. Not gonna talk too much. This is very repetitive, so I'll come back in once we start doing the marble. Make sure you are not flooding the cuticle. Make sure you are cleaning up that cuticle area if you do so happen to flood it. I like to start with a bead by the cuticle or the apex area and then lightly push that into the cuticle and drag it up. Push that into the cuticle and drag it up, but not all the way to the cuticle so that it's flooded. I leave a little bit of space that prevents lifting. As you guys can see here, I like to be as precise as possible with the polygel. That saves a lot on filing. Again, polygel is a slower system than acrylic, so you have to manage your time as best as possible. Now what we did was wipe off the sticky layer to our polygel after it comes out of the lamp. It does have a sticky layer. Now I am filing that slanted shape so we can get it as precise as possible for my design today. So we're filing. Now that we have filed that into shape, I'm going in with the Makartt Indigo and the Makartt Bright White to make my marble. My client today has requested the blue and white marble. So I just literally play with those two until they're to my liking, until I like what I see. I'm using the end of a cleaning brush. You can use a dotting tool. Whatever you're comfortable with. You're going to clean up those areas with your polygel brush. Adding the necessary colors as you see. I add a little white here, add a little blue there, just to make sure we're getting a good marble. Now I do not use the little mini light or anything because this part is a little bit quick, so they tend to just sit. And I also like the way they set. Once you leave it for a second, the polygel does set a little bit more than rather just putting it on the light. So we're just doing that marble up. I am just perfecting that marble with the polygel brush just to make sure it's to my liking. Now I'm going to go in with the Makartt Clear to encapsulate our design. So once we start filing, we just don't get rid of our whole design. This also can create an apex if you fail to do so with your cover pink. So I just put the clear on, bead of clear, use the spatula, put the bead of clear on, work that in the nail. You can see my slip solution right here, so you can see how often I do dip those bad baby into the slip solution. So I just do that on all 10 nails, encapsulate my design. Sorry, y'all. Y'all know I'm new to YouTube, so I'm getting used to hearing my voice and all of these things on here. So the content will get better. Stay down, y'all. Like and subscribe, comment. Y'all can tell me, give me little tips, you know, tell me what I need to do better, or, you know, just give me feedback. So now we've entered the filing phase. So I like to, this is actually the young nail. I'll put the link in the description, but it is a young nail bit. I believe it's the coarse barrel, I'm not sure. But we're filing around the cuticles. It's a very good finishing bit. Filing around those cuticles so we can seal them in. I do push up the cuticles just so I can make sure I did not flood them. So we're sealing them with this bit. And as you can see, when you are e-filing, it's totally different than just regular filing. When you're e-filing, you need to, it's like an eye. You'll be horizontal around the cuticle, vertical on the whole nail bed, and then back to horizontal on the free edge. So yes, I did switch to the regular file for the finishing touches. And now I'm going in with a nice gold flakes. Just to spice this little design up just a little bit. This is client requested. And we just go on with those gold flakes, top coated twice, and we call it a day. There we go. We got some nice nails. I like to work that gold bit in with my fingers sometimes just to smooth it out just a little bit more. Saves me the headache with bumpy nails.
I'm the hottest, you ain't never gotta heat me up. I'm present when I'm absent, speaking when I'm not there. Call them bitches scary cats, I call them Carol Baskins. Body yaddy 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 yaddy. Body yaddy 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 yaddy. Body crazy.
All right, you guys, this is the finishing look. Tell me what you guys think. Again, like, comment, and subscribe. Stay down with me till we come up. Bye.